mother of 27, who was accused of stabbing her boyfriend to death in his sleep, lied to police that he had raped her and threatened to leak a sex tape of them on Facebook to make his life a misery.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so shout out to everybody that watches the video. Make sure you guys bang on that like button. Also, please make sure you guys share the video to your social media. Watch it all the way through to the end, and make sure that you guys click the link for the next suggested video at the end of the video. All right, what this is talking about is a crazy bad girl gone worse. All right, and this is a woman named Shaye Groves, and if I'm not mistaken, she's from the UK. She's one of those women who enjoys the true crime series, and she decided to take part in her own true crime. And what that was allegedly stabbing her boyfriend about 22 times. All right, so this is an article from the New York Post, and we'll be looking at two articles, one from the New York Post and the other from the Daily Mail. Woman butchered boyfriend, and then she giggled while showing pal dead body, and that's according to the prosecutors. All right, a British woman with an interest in serial killers is accused of viciously stabbing her boyfriend to death and then giggling over his corpse during a video chat. Shaye Groves is currently on trial for the July 17th murder of her lover, Frankie Fitzgerald. Jurors at Winchester Crown Court heard this week how the mother of one knifed Fitzgerald 22 times in his sleep, the Daily Mail reported. According to prosecutors, Groves, who was 27, was obsessed with Fitzgerald's quote-unquote performance in the bedroom and attacked him at her home in a jealous rage after she discovered he was exchanging messages with a 13-year-old girl. So as we watch and as we listen and as we read and hear about this video, make sure you guys leave in the comment section everything that you're questioning or everything that you're disgusted by in this story. All right, so now what it says is Groves' former friend Vicky Badip testified that she accused killer video called after the attack and that she was quote unquote giggling away. All right, so that's her right there. I mean, now she's got red flags tattooed all over her, but apparently when you're thirsty, I guess that doesn't matter. Badip claimed that Groves pointed the camera at Fitzgerald's body and said, "I've done him," the Daily Mail reported, in more ways than one. Badip subsequently telephoned the police, who arrived at Groves' home to find an incredibly strong smell of bleach in the bedroom. In addition to Badip's testimony, jurors learned details about the Groves and Fitzgerald sex life, which reportedly involved bondage, dominance, submission, and masochism, including knife play with Groves' 4 decorative blades. In a letter read to the court, Groves gave Fitzgerald written permission to wake her up through sexual intercourse from the date of March 22nd until further notice. So, I mean, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Groves apparently filmed the couple's sex acts on a camera in her bedroom. Badip testified that she had used similar footage to blackmail previous boyfriends. She compiles evidence against everyone to see how she can use them as leverage, Badip said of Groves, who remembered she was not shy about her unique sex life. Badip also spoke of Groves' history of violence, stating that she once attacked a former roommate with nail clippers. All right, so how do you even do that? She attacked her former roommate with nail clippers. I'm just trying to visualize what a nail clipper attack would look like. In addition to her checkered past, Groves has a soft spot for serial killers, just like a lot of other people do. Images posted by the Daily Mail this week show the accused's bedroom wall adorned with framed portraits of infamous serial killers, including Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Myra Henley. Groves, whose trial is ongoing, has denied the murder charges and claims that she acted in self-defense. Now, she acted in self-defense of what? You know what I'm saying? What was she acting in self-defense of? Her own primal urges? So what we're going to do next is we're going to check out this article here from Daily Mail. And again, if you guys haven't smashed that like button, make sure that you guys smash the like button if you guys are enjoying the video. And also, please be sure, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that bell icon, because we have a goal of 10,000 subs by the end of the year. And I think that we can do it. So if you guys want to help me reach that goal, make sure you guys hit that bell icon. All right. And also, please be sure to leave a comment about this content at the end of the video. Giggling mother of 27, who is accused of stabbing her boyfriend to death in his sleep, lied to police that he had raped her and threatened to leak a sex tape of them on Facebook to make his life a misery. Murder trial hears. All right. So again, here's some details. Shaye Groves, who is 27, is accused of murdering Frankie Fitzgerald on July 17th of last year. Groves is alleged to have stabbed him 22 times, causing a catastrophic blood loss. She claimed that she was raped, but prosecutors say that their sex had been consensual. Graves denies murdering him in a crime of passion at Havant home in Hampshire. Okay. A woman who allegedly giggled after she stabbed her boyfriend to death in his sleep lied to police that he had raped her and threatened to leak a sex tape of them on Facebook to make his life a misery, a court has heard. Man, so she was a whole demon. You know what I'm saying? She was a whole something else. You know what I mean? She lied and said that she was raped, and then she turned around and said, well, she's going to leak this sex tape onto Facebook. So, I mean, the sex tape must not have really made the guy look too good if she's confident enough to leak it, thinking that it's going to stop him from doing something or make him be subject to her manipulation. Prosecutors told Winchester Crown Court that the 27-year-old fabricated claims that her boyfriend had abused and raped her and previously threatened to make his life a misery by leaking videos of the pair, alleged to have started using cocaine together in the months before the killing, having sex. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff going on. Now we got drugs involved. However, jurors heard that Groves was obsessed with Mr. Fitzgerald's performance in the bedroom, with the couple's sex life involving bondage, dominance, submission, and masochism. And the recordings had showed the sexual acts had been consensual. Groves had even told Mr. Fitzgerald she could be woken by sexual intercourse in a note written by the accused, the court was told. The defendant had also blackmailed another lover with sex tapes by threatening to show the video to his new girlfriend if he didn't do what she wanted, namely a lift into town and back for the night out, prosecutors alleged. She didn't want to pay for Uber, you know what I'm saying? So she's threatening people out here with sex tapes. And I mean, like, I don't know. It's interesting how she kind of reveals the mind of how a lot of women work. Now, if this was a past relationship, I don't know why leaking a sex tape of a past relationship would affect the current relationship, but in the mind of a woman, it would. You know what I'm saying? So she knows that she could cause issues in that new relationship by doing that. And that's just something to be noted. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says a note read out in court said, I, Shaye Groves, give Frankie Fitzgerald permission to wake me up through sexual intercourse from the date of March 22nd until further notice. The mother of one was said to have owned 4 decorative knives with depictions of film villains Chucky, Jigsaw, and Pennywise, which she said Mr. Fitzgerald used for knife play in the bedroom. Knife play. Oh, man. Groves denies murdering the 25-year-old father of one by stabbing him 22 times in a crime of passion. Jurors heard evidence from one of Groves' friends, Vicky Badip, who told police that she suspected that the mother got a thrill from the abusive sexual nature of their relationship. So again, see, a lot of times when I do these videos, people, they think that I'm being funny. People think that I'm making stuff up. People think that I'm just trolling and being sarcastic. When I tell you that some people really like to be abused, I mean, I'm not joking. Here's evidence of that right here. Winchester Crown Court heard the couple had a camera set up in the bedroom, which captured them having sex, the recording of which Groves was said to use to blackmail her lovers. In her interview with police, which was played in court, Ms. Badip said she compiles evidence against everyone to see how she can use them as leverage. She said Groves recorded herself having sex with one ex-boyfriend and then threatened to show the video to his new girlfriend if he didn't do what she wanted, namely a lift into town and back for a night out. So now that makes a little bit more sense. And apparently the ex-boyfriend must have, smashed her while he was in that new relationship. So then she was going to leverage that. So I get that now. Now that makes sense. Ms. Badip also told officers that Grove had a violent history, recounting 2 occasions in which she attacked Lauren White, who lived with her, once with nail clippers, leaving her head bleeding. I mean, what did she do? Like run up behind her, put her in a headlock and start nail clipping her scalp? I don't know how that would have worked. Groves told police she had been attacked and raped by Mr. Fitzgerald, but the prosecution say all sex between them was consensual and that they had a safe word. Now that's interesting, and thank goodness she had that contract, right? Because otherwise they probably would have just believed her anyway. And I'm not trying to be funny, man, but what I want to know in the comment section is, what do you guys think would have happened if her boyfriend was black and this situation occurred? Jurors heard Miss Badip tell police that she thought Groves got a thrill from the alleged sexual abuse that she had clips of. I think Shaye got some sort of thrill or enjoyment from being in a relationship, she said. I got the impression that she got a thrill from some of the abuse. In a later interview with police, Ms. Badip said Groves had been seeing another man alongside Fitzgerald in a quote-unquote balancing act. So this woman right here was starting it up. You know what I'm saying? She was doing it the modern woman way. And that's one of the reasons why she's a bad girl gone worse. She told police it was so close to the two of them seeing each other, Shaye was playing with them. You never knew which one was going to turn up. So she was playing her own sick game of sexual chicken. You know what I'm saying? Jurors heard that Groves was not shy about talking about her sex life, having made an agreement with Mr. Fitzgerald. She could be woken up by sexual intercourse until further notice in a written letter. It was signed by Groves, Mr. Fitzgerald, and Miss Badip as a witness, who told police the two had picked up a cocaine habit a couple of months prior to the killing. Explaining Groves' previous violence to Miss White, Miss Badip said she had swiped at Miss White with nail clippers, leaving a gash in her head, and her anger only subsiding after she saw a bit of blood. She calmed down. So I mean, this lady was wild. You know what I'm saying? This lady was not only wild, you know what I'm saying, but she definitely had some animalistic instinct type stuff going on here. This is like a Ice Woman inheritance type thing. You know what I'm saying? The court had previously heard that after the killing, Groves made a quote-unquote false alibi for herself, inspired by tips from true crime documentaries to avoid getting caught after her crime of passion. Such was her interest in murders, Groves had framed portraits of notorious serial killers, including Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer, on her bedroom wall, according to Miss Badip. A pathologist report read to the court explained Mr. Fitzgerald was stabbed 17 times, from the front of the chest, twice to the other chest areas, and 3 times to the neck, resulting in his death after multiple perforations of the heart and the lung, as well as a catastrophic blood loss. Footage from officers who arrived at the scene were also played in court, who reported an incredibly strong smell of bleach in the bedroom. Groves denies murder, claiming that she acted in self-defense. The trial continues. All right, so I'll be interested to see what ends up going on. And they had this little bleep, all right? And this little bleep right here is interesting. It says, mother had gone into details about getting different people jumped before she killed her lover, the court is told, all right? Shaye Groves had previously gone into great detail about getting different people jumped before she allegedly murdered her lover, the court heard today. Vicky Badip told jurors this was why she didn't think anything would actually happen in a million years to Frankie Fitzgerald. Now, if you ask me, right, this is why I would actually think that something indeed did happen to Frankie Fitzgerald, because this woman not only was crazy, she was crazy in the way where it is violence that actually calms her down. You know what I'm saying? Violence activates her sexual arousal, and violence also tended to calm her down. Like they said, when she attacked her roommate, seeing the blood eased her tensions. That is wild. That is insane. There is something that is not right with that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about Groves' threat to stab or shoot Mr. Fitzgerald after he accidentally called her by his ex-girlfriend's name, Miss Badib said, "I never thought for a second she actually meant it." I mean, again, knowing the history that this woman has, I have to ask you guys a question. If this woman threatened somebody, possibly you, would you believe it? Not in a million years, even with a good reason, did I see anything happening ever. And then also, they developed a cocaine habit. So when you develop a cocaine habit as a result of those drugs, it makes your intuition and judgment slightly impaired. So with impairment along with insanity, yeah, I would assume that the violence would increase. But people tend to not use good judgment, like Frankie Fitzgerald. Bruh, you chose wrong. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says she added, it was never going to happen. I never believed that it was going to happen. Ms. Badib told the court that she thought Groves was all talk. She has said so many times about getting different people jumped, but it never happened. She gone into great detail about it with previous people, and it never happened. It was hot air. She also said that Groves was such a horror movie fan, she gave housemate Lauren White the nickname of Chucky, a vicious serial killer from the Child's Play slasher film franchise. All right, so again, this woman here was obsessed with violence, and she actually looks like something from a scary movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, she looks like somebody who would be a serial stalker in a scary movie. This right here, this is actually good Lifetime movie material. You know what I'm saying? This was a disgusting story. This was sick. This is a story that you probably won't hear on the news. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a PC on PC crime. One of the crimes that has no classification, and one of the crimes that doesn't happen. Because remember, according to the mainstream media, the population at large, and all of the presidents, it's only us that commit the crimes. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about this video. Make sure that you guys leave comments, smash that like button, share the video out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now, hit that bell, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right? Peace.